What's going on, guys? It's Illusion here. We're back in the 2K23 builder. In my last video, I dropped the Kyrie Irving playmaking shot creator build. If you guys haven't seen that one, I really think you should check it out. The stats are really crazy. So if you guys are looking for a really good point guard build, I highly recommend that one. We've been doing a bunch of guards lately, so for today I got an Anthony Davis big man build. Trying to mimic his 2K stats were really difficult in the builder. So I ended up just creating up a bunch of the stats for this build. I tried to make it as balanced as possible so you guys can have fun in all aspects of the game. But as always, feel free to change the stats around to whatever you like, and I'll just show you guys what I went with today. So yeah guys, let's get into this Anthony Davis build. Position, we're going to go power forward. He's right-handed, and for the number, currently he is number 3, so we're going to go with that. For the body settings here, I have 6'10", the weight 253, and I put the wingspan all the way up. Again, these settings are not going to mimic Anthony Davis' actual settings, you know, like wingspan and stuff like that. I ended up just creating for myself because it was hard to make his exact build, you know, with height, weight, and wingspan in the builder, so I ended up just creating my own. For the body shape, I ended up going with built, but as always, you guys can pick whatever you'd like. Again, Anthony Davis stats were one of the more difficult builds to make in this builder, so I ended up just creating my own. I'm going to show you guys the stats right now. Again, this build is a power forward, but even if you get put at the center in things like the rec, or you're playing the 3 position in park 3s, you have a lot of success there as well. A lot of versatility on this build, so I think you guys are really going to like it. So let's get into the finishing. Shot close, I'm going to put this up to an 85. You want a good shot close on big men build. With things like hooks and putbacks, you want to have a good rating. We have an 85 there. For the driving length, I have this at a 68, so not crazy there, but you are power forwards. You don't need it up that high anyways. On the driving dunk, I have this at an 86. That's going to give you gold limitless takeoff and also silver post rider. Some good badges for an Anthony Davis build there. For the standing dunk, you always want a good standing dunk on a big man build, so we're going to put this at a 90, and that's going to unlock the gold rise up. As for the post control, we still want to put this up, so we're going to put this up to at least a 69. That's going to give us silver drop stepper. You only get back on puncher on bronze. If you want to put it up a little more, I think you can get a 72 for silver. But for right now, this is going to be our finishing stats with 22 badges total. Really good finishing so far. Of course, you know, Anthony Davis is a great finisher around the basket, great dunker as well. We have that there. Let's move on to shooting. Now, shooting is not going to be great, but we still want to have decent shooting, so if you're open, you can knock down the 3 and the mid-range. But we're going to have our mid-range and 3 at the exact same rating. We're going to have 73 on both of them. Now, if you feel like one of those are too low, if you want to change them, feel free to. But I ended up going with 73 on both of them just to maximize my badge points as well. And like I said, if you're wide open, you will be able to knock it down with the correct badges and hot zones. It's all about timing your jumper. If you know your jump shot well enough, you'll green it. The free throw, we wanted this up a little bit as well, so we have a 72 on that. And let me just show you guys, in case you just want to lower the 3-pointer and put up the mid-range, you will lose a badge point. Same thing with lowering the mid-range and putting up the 3-pointer to a 74, you will also lose a badge point. So having both of them at 73 actually gives you 15. You know, lowering one for the other, you lose a badge point, so that's why I have them both at a 73, just to maximize those badge points there. Alright, now let's move on to playmaking. This will be the category that we use the least amount of points in, but we still wanted a decent playmaking for this build. For the pass accuracy, we're going to put this to a 60. Pass accuracy is really important this year. You don't want to leave it at a 25. You will struggle. We wanted up a decent amount, so we have a 60 on there. For the ball handle as well, we also have it at a 60. Steals and strips are really crazy this year. So I think having a 60 ball handle with a 69 post control, it'll help a little bit. For the speed with ball, we didn't want to leave this completely out either. You do have a nice driving dunk, so we want you to have a decent speed with ball so you guys can get to the basket without just having to cut and expect someone to pass it to you. With that being said, we're going to put the speed with ball all the way up to a 65. Now, it is obviously not that high, but again, you're 6'10 power forward, an Anthony Davis type build. So I think a 65 speed with the ball is pretty fair. And again, with these body things, you can only go up to a 66. But we're going to end up leaving it at 65 to save more points. And it's not like you're going to be isoing on this build as well. You know, a 65 speed with ball is going to be very fair for this build. Let's move on to the defensive category. Of course, Anthony Davis is a monster on defense. A lot of our points were spent in the defensive category. Of course, in Anthony Davis build, you want a really high defense. I ended up going with a really high block as well that I'm going to be showing you guys. So let's start with the interior defense. Of course, Anthony Davis is a great defender. We ended up putting this all the way up to a 90. I think interior defense and block is really important this year, especially with all the slashers and crazy dunking. You want to have a really good interior and block so you can actually stop them. I see a lot of centers just getting completely dunked on and destroyed every single game. But with this build, we're really trying to eliminate the slashers getting to the rim and getting free points. We have a 90 on the interior. For the perimeter, we also have pretty high at a 72. If you feel like that's just stupid for having it on a power forward, again, you guys can change that. But Anthony Davis is just a great defender all around. We have a 72 defense on the perimeter. We left the steal at a 42. We didn't really need that high. For the block, I ended up going all the way up to a 99. Now, you rarely see a 99 block on any builds in this game, but the only way to get purple anchor is having it at a 99. If you drop it to a 98, you only get gold. If you drop it to a 97, you also lose that purple pogo. So having it on a 99 allows you to get both of those purple badges. And in my opinion, the difference from silver anchor to gold anchor is a huge difference. Still see a lot of centers just getting dunked on. So having that purple anchor with a 99 block rating, if you know how to time your blocks, you'll be able to stop a lot of slashers. And again, Anthony Davis more so on the Pelicans. He's been a bit injured now, but back then he was the best shot blocker in the league. You guys might think a 99 block is a little overkill, but I just wanted to get that 99 block for that purple anchor badge. Again, you don't see a lot of people with 99 blocks, so I think that's a really cool rating to have. As for the rebounding, of course, we wanted some decent rebounding as well. For the offense, we left that at 60, which is not that high, but on the defensive, we ended up going with an 85. That unlocks the silver rebound chaser badge. So 6'10 with an 85 defensive rebound, you'll still be able to get a good amount of boards. We're also going to bring the vertical up as well, which will help you in the rebound category. I also wanted the physicals, so I can show you guys that. We're not going to leave these out either. For the speed, we're going to put up to a 72. You still want to be pretty fast for an Anthony Davis build, so 72 speed will be pretty good. The acceleration, we're going to max out at a 67. Being 6'10 over 250 pounds, of course, you're going to be a little bit slower. But having that 70 plus speed and that 67 excel, you won't feel super slow and, lacking down the court. It does allow you to get bronze bully badge if you feel like that's necessary. Again, change things up if you want more strength. I left it at a 74. For the vertical, we ended up going with a 75. That will allow you to get certain dunk packages at that threshold, so we got a 75 there. And for the stamina, we're going to put this up to a 95. Alright guys, now looking at this finished build, it's pretty well balanced all around. Again, that 99 block rating is the main point of this build. It does take up a lot of badge points. Even lowering it to a 98 gives you a lot more points to spend in other categories. But again, I was really looking forward to just getting that 99 block rating to unlock those purple badges and try to stop all those slashers. Overall, you're really good shooting. If you're open, you can hit the 3 and the mid-range at a 73 each. Even playmaking-wise, it's not that bad. 60s across the board. And I really think this build can excel in the rec at the power forward or also playing the big man in park threes. Being that it's an Anthony Davis build, we're going to go with a rim protecting, of course. We're going to go stuff blocks on the primary, and for the secondary, we're going to go with paint intimidation, but you guys could choose whatever you like. We're going to hit continue, move on to the player comparison and our build name. So we have Evan Mobley, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Josh Smith. I actually haven't seen Anthony Davis in any of the Shades builds. Let me know in the comments down below if you've made any build and got Anthony Davis in the Shades. As for the build name, we got a two-way interior finisher, a really good name for an Anthony Davis build. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the stats and if you think they represent a really good Anthony Davis build. Again, I tried to balance them out as best I could, but getting that 99 block rating really took away a lot of the points I had. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything you would change or if you like it the way it is. Again guys, I really appreciate all the support, it really means a lot. Sub if you're new, drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.